DFZRadio.com.
Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high. Feeling so high. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro make me feel high.
Yes, welcome. It's a celebration, motherfuckers. Welcome to DFZ Radio. I'll take your order. I'm going to be your waiter for the evening. The chef is in the kitchen. We're going to make some awesome things for you to listen for your culinary cannabis enjoyment. Thanks for choosing Farm to Table Cannabis as your dinner entertainment for the evening. Up in your hydro store, up in your kitchen, up in your home. We appreciate you listening. We are the only show offering cooking advice, gardening tutorials, edible reviews, and cannabis cooking demos. So we got some products to give away, as always, from our great sponsors over there at General Hydroponics, Botanicare, Hawthorne Gardening, Magical Butter, and all of DFZ Radio's awesome sponsors. We appreciate all of you. So some Magical Butters to give away, 562-653-0707. And then we've also got a new product to talk about later tonight from General Hydroponics called the Ripen. So it's been a minute. It's got some R&D behind it, so we're excited to hear about that. And then immediately following the Farm to Table Cannabis Show is the Heavy Tea Grow Show at 6 o'clock on DFZRadio.com.
Listen up.
So tonight we got a Hydro Sesh recap. We got a WebJoint CEO in the building. We got Chris Dell'ollio himself. Always a pleasure to talk with Chris. He's going to be here talking about how you can keep up with your inventory in your dispensary and your grow. He helps keep people compliant in this ever-changing cannabis industry. The face of the industry keeps changing and changing. And yesterday was election day, so we've got some news coming up on that too. And then we got some up-and-coming events we like to keep everyone up on. But as always, Saint, we love to start it off with some news for the day. And breaking news, this just in, Jeff Sessions is going to take a step back and retire. As everyone knows, Jeff Sessions has been a huge impediment to the cannabis industry nationwide, to the medical industry, to all around people feeling good. He likes people to not feel good. And, it's a good day because today's happy because people get to feel good today without having to think about that over their heads. So, Jeff Sessions, take a seat, man. Thanks for stepping down, I guess, making some moves in the right direction. And as Election Day approaches us, win won on Election Day. So, what comes next, right? Here's an article from Matt Simon over there at weird.com. And so for a few more dominoes, seems like they've fallen. Michigan voted to legalize the recreational use of cannabis, while Utah and Missouri legalized it for medical use. According to projections made late Tuesday night, a recreational measure in North Dakota failed, though medical cannabis remains legal there. They joined 31 other states that have gone already to the medical route. 9 other states have gone full recreational, and that's a huge win for cannabis, for citizens of the United States. And it's a far easier way to get safer cannabis, and it's better than alcohol, and comes with a range of proven medical benefits, and still more of the research to be done and exploring. But it's also maybe a win for cannabis nationwide. The more states that legalize cannabis, the likelier it is that federal prohibition will topple soon. Momentum is gaining for the change in Congress to allow states to determine their own marijuana policies, says Morgan Fox, Media Relations Director at the National Cannabis Industry Association. 2/3 of the country wants marijuana to be legal, and the politicians are ignoring that at their peril. The midterm elections outcome is relevant to more than just the end game of dissolving the federal prohibition of cannabis. The momentum could also help the states that have already voted to legalize the drug but remain hamstrung by federal regulation, like California. Overregulation. Over the summer, for instance, the Senate Appropriates Committee torpedoed an amendment that would have allowed banks to work with cannabis companies. This, of course, is a major headache for the industry. If a cultivator or distributor or dispensary can't find bank to work with, it's kind of hard to do business. States where marijuana is legal are also currently blocked from helping veterans gain access to cannabis. In September, Congress stripped another amendment that would have allowed physicians affiliated with the Department of Veterans Affairs to recommend medical cannabis in states where it already is legal. So the theory is that with more states voting to legalize, the attitude would trickle up to their representatives in Washington, and one of the particularly tall hurdles just fell. Republicans Pete Sessions of Texas, the chairman of the House Rural Committee, who's been blocking votes on cannabis amendments, just lost to the Democratic challenger Colin Erlid. So how serious is Allred about medical marijuana? It's telling that he called Sessions out of the Veterans Amendment. And again, we just had Sessions resign in Texas too. So look at that. Look what's happening now. The dominoes are falling, and slowly but surely cannabis is winning this war on drugs. And the stocks took a big fucking jump too. You see that, Saint? Got some. I know you're heavily invested in the stock industry.
I got like $5 floating around there.
I know that's where all that extra change goes to.
Hell yeah.
But the pot investor said that there's irrevocable momentum to fix the state-federal cannabis discord in the next 4 years, and America is reaching a tipping point in marijuana legalization that could eventually spur a national change by the next midterm election. So things are changing. They're going in the right direction, and that's the news on the Farm to Table Cannabis Show. So before we take a commercial, we always like to, do a quick bit and see if our local hydro store employees are paying attention. So we're gonna call over to our friends over at Green Forest Hydro in Riverside, California, and we're gonna give them a quick little hydro prank call and see who we can get on the line. So let's give a little call out to them. Saint, if you would. Never been good at this part of it. There we go.
You put that down.
Here we go. Here we go.
Can I help you?
I want to pump up my plants. Do you carry anything called the rock? Or maybe pump up?
One more time?
I want to pump up my plant. Hear me now or feel me later, little man. I want to make my plants big. Are you listening or no?
I definitely hear you, bro.
Do you carry the Triminator or no?
That
I'm looking for the Topinator.
Yeah. Hold on, bro. Let me help out this client.
No, I want the Rock Resonator. They put a motherfucker on hold. All right, we'll be back with more hydroponic prank calls on Farm to Table Cannabis. Thanks, Green Forest. We'll call you guys back. I'll be back.
Down the west coast, candy paint dripping cause I just got a fresh coat. California raised me, an LA baby, the Chevrolet raisin, scraping on Dayton's, riding down Rosecrans, get with the program, call me the drone man, the hydros potents, got your eyes low, lower than the ocean, just west coasting through the coast, with the potion, and the best dro to smoke, the baddest bitches, girls in bikinis with ass and titties. The hustle game easy, you just can't believe till you see me on TV. Drive down the wrong street, might see the tech smoke. Hop in the ride and let's go to the west coast. This life is like a movie. You meet a model bitch, then you fuck her like a groupie. California, 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 yeah, the county of LA. California,
West Coast, get it in. What the fuck you think? Saying I'm riding with you, really though, this money in the bank. E3 hotter than the California forecast. Burning up these tracks, nigga, I need more cash. Yeah, I'm a bona fide hustler. Fuck with my family or cash and I'ma cut ya. Real G's get it, that's only the obvious. Go against us, you know you facing the consequence. I love my state, but I really hate the politics. Better keep stepping, buddy boy, in the pile of shit. Yeah, in a pile of shit. E3, get it in, nigga, I'm live as shit. 3, 2,
as the world keeps spinning, like gold 100 spokes, engine running, Chevy gunning down the coast, just let it roll. Who doesn't love to see a 6-4 hop down the block, banging Easy E and Pac? Motherfuck the cops, I drove in my ride, but I ain't even tripping. It's another summer night and about to get the dipping. It's California A, got some beautiful women. Gotta see it for yourself, it's such a beautiful vision. Palm trees, palm weed, won't you ride with me? West Coast in, floating through these Cali streets, cruising down the boulevard in the late night. Sunset to the daylight, we take flight. Lights, camera, action, fast cars and jewelry, models and groupies, we film in a movie. It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? It's a motion picture, everybody's a celebrity. Won't you take a picture? Latin girls, Asians, black girls, Jamaicans, white girls, they all on vacation. Pop another bottle, yeah, we buy 'em by the case, and we spitting big faces. California, 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 yeah, the Cali of LA. California, California,
Launch crew, ready to reservoir.
What's the load factor, sir?
Bring in the Riser Blast liquid at 2 mils per gallon.
Okay, sir, we are loaded and ready to launch.
10, 9.
Okay, men, it's time to blast off into the plant's root zone and into another galaxy of root growth.
Rhizoblast is a proprietary blend of seaweed and the single-celled algae chlorella. Chlorella's abundance of amino acids and minerals contribute to its value in hydroponics. The benefits used in Rhizoblast are explosive root growth, the use with any growing medium or hydro system, its ideal use for transplanting, and the enhancement of your plant vigor in fast-flowering plants. Let your plants have a blast and see a world of a difference with Rhizoblast from Botanicare. Check it out at www.botanicare.com.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
DFZRadio.com.
Ay, I want a lot of things in this life. I want some things money can't buy. Like a girl who gon' keep it silent. Yeah. Like a girl who gon' need me one who gon' hold it down when I'm in a drought. Need me one who
We got a special guest this evening. We got Chris from WebJoint. WebJoint software is the premier cannabis software. This is going to help you in your cannabis thriving business to stay organized, stay compliant, and stay up on the everyday trends and changes in this ever-evolving industry. So without further ado, Chris, thank you so much for coming on, everyone. WebJoint Chris.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me. It's good to be back.
As always, man. It's always an honor to have you in, and you're so well-spoken when it comes to the cannabis industry, and I just want to take a minute. If anyone hasn't been introduced to the WebJoint software, they didn't listen to it the last time you were on, introduce yourself and what WebJoint software offers.
Yeah, so my name's Christopher Dell'ollio. I'm the CEO at WebJoint, and we started back in 2014, essentially just making websites for any cannabis retailer that needed a website. And then we shortly noticed in the California market, nobody had software, so we made software for these retailers to help them run their entire business. So everything from inventory management, point of sale, online ordering, and now with Metric coming into play in California, we keep all of our retailers compliant with Metric and send all their data to the state. And we actually just launched a new platform for cannabis brands as well. So WebJoint is real heavy on the delivery side of things as far as making software for the delivery services. We have about a good majority of that market of licensed deliveries in California. So what we're doing is we're propping up a platform for brands that allows brands to accept orders through their mobile app or online website, and then dispatching those orders to the nearest delivery, which essentially makes them a marketplace in a sense. So they can take orders, send those to licensed delivery services, and actually track their ROI, get better ideas when it comes to marketing campaigns, and just having the tools they need to really take it to the next
Now
step.
let's hit rewind for a second, because you work with some of the already established systems that are in place for the cannabis industry. Now you mentioned metrics.
Mm-hmm.
Now, for people that aren't familiar or don't work in a dispensary and aren't, on that side of things, explain how you guys are linked in with metrics and how that's going to help the consumer.
Yeah, so Metric is essentially the state's platform. The state selected Metric to be their track and trace solution. So Metric tracks all the data happening throughout the entire supply chain. So much more than just retail. Metric is tracking everything that's happening from the cultivator to the manufacturer to the distributor and the retailer. But with us being a retail software, essentially what we do is, as retailers, accept inventory and intake inventory and sell, whether it's, in their dispensary or through their website, we send those transactions to the state and help them reconcile their inventory and also send that data to the state to keep these retailers compliant with everything that they need to do when it comes to reporting.
Now, with the ever-changing landscape of compliance and all the rules and stuff like that, how is you and your team able to stay up on all those changes and everything?
It's a lot of work, but we get direct emails from the BCC when things change. We work with a lot of licensees and big retailers and brands in California that also keep us up to date on a lot of the stuff as it happens. We have a legal team that does the same thing. So there's a lot of things that we need to do to stay up to date on everything. But what's even crazier is, we have a lot of big players where, you share information with one another and, 9 times out of 10, they're surprised, oh, wait, that happened. It's yeah, that just happened 10 minutes ago, because things are changing so quick.
And that's the landscape that we're forced to deal with right now. And, I salute you, because coming into the cannabis industry is already hard enough as it is. Starting a software company in the late, 2020s time in this world to get into this is also quite challenging too.
Oh, 100%.
And now you guys are able to draw the lines between what people are needing, and what you guys provide. Now, are you able to say some of the companies you work with, or is that kind of hush and key?
Yeah, we work with a lot of the delivery services in California. So there's about 140 on the BCC list. About half of those are actually operating. There's a lot of people squatting on licenses trying to sell them. There's also, some people who have licenses that aren't operating for whatever reasons. Sometimes they don't want to compete with the black market. Sometimes they're not ready to operate. But out of all the operating current deliveries, we have a good majority of that market share. And with delivery services, not being as big as the huge dispensaries in California, like the Harborsides and the MedMens of the world, not too many people know of the delivery services out there, but they will within, the next year to 5 years as, things continue to grow. But we actually just launched the platform for brands. So one of the things that we saw with the data coming in through our platform is that people that are ordering from delivery services are typically ordering branded products.
They want recognized stuff that they've seen already on Instagram that people have created hype behind. And also, we know are clean and safe products because they're brands. And the brand represents quality most of the time. So.
Exactly. Like they may have gone to a dispensary and talked to a bud tender and wasn't too educated on, certain products or what they should be consuming, and then, maybe find a certain brand that they like. And once that happens, they want that branded product. And when you want a branded product, you typically want it delivered to your door. You don't want to have to go find it and pick it up. So
you guys list the actual inventory of those brands and where they're stocked.
Yeah. So we with us having, that delivery market, it allows us to understand everything as far as inventory, where inventory's at, and it gives us the ability to create a tool for the brands that they can be much more strategic with the marketing that they're doing. So, if you wanted to put a billboard on the 405 freeway as a brand, right?
Seeing a lot of that.
Yeah, you're seeing a lot of it. And what's funny is, these brands are putting the logos of dispensaries of where they can go buy their product. Why? Because they can't take orders on their website. As a brand, you don't have a retail license, therefore you can't sell directly to the end consumer. You can only, get your product distributed into retail locations. So you see a lot of, brands and manufacturers attempting to get a micro business license or get some delivery licenses themselves so they can fulfill their own product. And you see these brands putting up billboards and putting the logos of dispensaries to where to go get the product because they can't accept these orders online, and that's what we're trying to solve. Because if you're putting up a billboard on the 405 freeway and let's say somebody does go to one of those dispensaries and picks up your product, as a brand, you don't understand if that happened. You don't know that
you don't know your return on investment on any type of marketing.
Exactly.
And that's what you know. That's what really could separate this from the rest of it. Now, it might understand there's two platforms. There's a consumer platform, and then there's a business platform.
The consumer platform is for the businesses that use WebJoint. So the consumer never knows of WebJoint. We provide a white labeled solution to the retailers, so they get their own website that has their logo on it. They can accept orders. They're managing everything on the back end. So the only ones that know of WebJoint are the business owner and their staff.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, you guys are offering the unique opportunity where you'll show this product to people at their dispensary. You'll show this to people at their facility. Now, you offer demos and how this can help, and not just how it can help, but how it can save you money and make you more organized and compliant long term. Now, if someone wants to set up a demo or something like that, this is for all you listeners out there with a pen and pencil in your hand, a paper, and taking notes. Where can you get a hold of you guys for the demo?
Yeah, so you can just go straight to our website, which is webjoint.com, webjoint.com. There's a schedule demo button right at the top of the website, or all throughout the website, or you could just give us a call at 1-800-870-7976, and then our email is contact@webjoint.com.
So this is going to help people in the sense of when you're a retail business, it's going to help you be able to forecast what's popular. You're going to be able to see what the trends are in certain brands, I assume.
Yeah, I mean, we're already seeing that. And, just going back to what I was saying earlier, we seen the difference between, because we have some brick and mortar locations that use WebJoint. We have some delivery services that use WebJoint. The difference between the consumer's purchasing decisions on the delivery side is when people order from deliveries, they're typically buying branded products, and they're buying in larger quantity because they know what they want. So that's where we can really use the deliveries that are on our platform to prop up this brand software to allow these brands to use these deliveries to get direct to the consumer, because the delivery services aren't making as much money as the MedMens of the world,
right? And or the branding people, the advertising people too. So that's another question I want to ask about also, because we're gonna have to pay some bills and come back, and we're gonna introduce our other guest, Diamond Bites, who just came into the studio.
Definitely.
But the future of cannabis advertising, where do you see that going? I mean, we live off of advertising, so I'd like to think about that. We're gonna come back, and you can call in now, 562-653-0707. You can get a question into Chris from WebJoint. And we've also got Diamond Bites in the studio, going to review some awesome culinary confections on Farm to Table Cannabis. DFCRadio.com.
Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. That's D, oh that's D, got me smoking the best, no stress cheese, Now hold up, roll up, check the situation, about to go nuts, with a little bit of perk up in my cup. You could tell the bartender to fill it on up. That's alright, baby, work your stuff. And that's all night, baby, work your strut. You and your friends can ride when I go. Take a little spin in my Monte Carlo. Take a little dip, baby, show you how I roll. Take a little hit, baby, puff on the hydro. Eyes so lit, make me look like my eyes closed. Purple drink mix, make me look like my eyes glow. Hypno, Grey Goose with a little grape juice. That's how it is, so I'ma have to take side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. It's the ADX team with no dot in between, and we stay fresh and clean when we hop on the scene, and we style on them, profile on them. If they wanna act crazy, then we wild on them. It's the S to the T and that Cambo G, either Maserati blue or the Lambo green, and that Chevrolet mean when it drop on the street. Either hating on you or they hating on me, and it's shaved up, raised up, drop it to the flow. Got them blades to stay tough, and the candy on the bike, same color as sour. Catch me on the site 100 miles per hour. This is my life, so this ain't ours. So I stay tight, so this is power. With the ADX team, you can call us some brave hearts. Sour diesel trees, you can call it the trademark. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Side diesel in my blunt, purple drink in my cup. Someone tell the DJ, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up. West Coast, crank it on up. East Coast, crank it on up. Midwest, crank it on up. Down south, crank it on up. Yeah, crank it up, crank it on up, crank it up. Sour diesel up in my blunt, purple drink up in my cup, crank it up, crank it on up.
SG, DJ Dell, Big Bell, Killer P, Gino with the OE, it's the ADX team. 562 Mob.
DFZRadio.com.
Mics are hot. Welcome back. DFZRadio.com. Farm to Table Cannabis. I am your friendly neighborhood hydroponic chef in the building with WebJoint CEO himself, Chris Dell'ollio. Am I saying that right?
Dell'ollio.
Dell'ollio.
Close.
Are you Italian?
Yes. I was just in Italy.
I seen you over there just doing your thing, getting ready to get suited and booted for the MJ BizCon, huh? I'll see you at the MJ BizCon.
Yeah, we're gonna be there, booth 3576, I believe.
There's gonna be a lot of fucking money on the floor over there in Las Vegas this upcoming MJ BizCon. So if you're not there, you need to check it out. I seen some $1 million deals going down on the
last
fucking
year
elevator.
last year was 18,000 people. They're saying 22,000 people this year.
Easily, yeah. Hawthorne will be there. GH is gonna be at there another featured booth with their new product, Ripen. You're going to have the Botanicare rolling benches, the Gavita LED, all on display at the Hawthorne booth. So come by, get some gardening consultations. And while you're at it, come talk to WebJoint and get a consultation on how you can use their product to help you stay compliant and up to speed on the latest industry regulations and trends. So, Chris, we were talking about advertising before we went to the commercial break. What do you think's happening with the future of cannabis advertising? Do you think this is the golden day of advertisement? Are we the Mad Men, really, of the future? Or
Well, there's a lot of restrictions, and there's still, so many avenues that won't even accept cannabis, like, Google ads, Facebook, Instagram, things like that. But, there's so many brands that I've talked to that pretty much said because they have no way of tracking their ROI and getting direct to the end consumer, that they couldn't implement the strategies that they wanted. So, we've heard some crazy things, everything from, setting up kiosks at hotels and allowing them to order directly from that brand, in the hotel. But how could they do that without the tech? So, we're trying to solve the problem that we're trying to solve to take advertising to the next level. So I think there's a lot of opportunity, but there's also a lot of restrictions around it. So.
Makes sense. The thing that we like to see is this evolving industry, and what the fuck is this? Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Tiffany and Chris to the building from Diamond Bites. They just came super correct with a backwood rolled in some keef. It looks like, and I bet there's some hash in here somewhere too.
Yeah, for sure.
Chris, what are we smoking on?
That's a 4-gram OG Kush rolled up in a backwood with some keef and hash oil.
Nice.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, you guys came correct. Hydroponic chef approved. So we cut in a little bit there, Chris, but I had to say that because that is a beautiful blunt. Would you like to hit this, Mr. CEO?
Of course.
He's in the mix like a blender. You knew it.
Thank you, sir.
So we're going to come back to you guys about some bites, but I might just have to open up one while we're talking. Call this a dessert on the radio, you guys. That's what we do here at the Farm to Table Cannabis. We stay high and hungry and fucking medicated. So, Chris, when the demo, what can people expect from a demo? Like, sit me down. I'm at my dispensary. You're gonna come in. We're in front of my computer. You're gonna install some shit on my computer. And what's
everything's on the cloud, so you could literally just head to webjoint.com and log in. You just need your username, password. So I would pretty much log into our demo account, walk you through everything, show you how you can create a website, track your inventory, run your transactions, everything, and then you're sold.
All right. Now, everyone listening out there, if you want to call in and you got a question on how to stay compliant and how WebJoint can call and help you, just 562-653-0707. You can call in, talk to Chris, and you might even win a magical butter machine or some Ripen from our good friends over at General Hydroponics. So the demos are available. You guys are keeping people compliant. What about security, man? You talked about the cloud. You talked about that. Everyone wants to know their business is safe.
Yeah, I mean, that's all, making sure that you just have the right team behind you that understands, IT and infrastructure. So everything from your servers, where you're hosting, how everything is, configured, everything down, and everything down to the code itself. So, we have developers that we've, pulled from Fortune 500 companies, some really talented guys that just know what they're doing. And at the end of the day, you want them to be smarter than you. So, I started in, web design, web development 8 years ago. And, the developers that are working with us now just blow me away. So that's the type of team that you want to make sure that everyone's, information secure, all the tech is, not vulnerable to, hacks or any threats or anything like that.
And I think that's exactly the ding, ding, ding question we're asking. He gave you the right answer there. So we appreciate what you do for the industry and drawing the lines to everyone. We look forward to hanging out with you at MJ BizCon at the Hawthorne After Party, the Mad Hatter Party. If you didn't get an invite, you better check it out. Hit the DM. And the top growers, some of the best brands in the industry are going to be hanging out at the Mad Hatter Party. Go stop by the WebJoint booth at the MJ BizCon, and we're gonna eat some medicated diamonds. Are you into kicking it for a minute and eating and smoking with us?
That's why I'm here.
Oh, I know it. That's it. So. Without further ado, folks, while I hit this beautiful 4-gram blunt, everybody welcome Diamond Bites to the studio. We've got Chris and Tiffany from Diamond Bites, and This is a unique confectionery product, and I found it when I was cruising the Kush Stock, and I was blown away. I've been following them for a minute, but I didn't really get to try it until they were gracious enough to spoil your boy with a sample. So why don't you introduce yourselves and tell folks what inspired you to make these medicated confections?
Listen up. Sure. Well, my name is Tiffany, and so I'm pretty much like behind all of Diamond Bites. But Chris over here is really the person who pushed me to go through with this. So if you want to go ahead and tell them his story.
Okay, like she said, I'm Chris, and how Diamond Bites came into play was I created to win her back.
So that's it. So diamonds are a girl's best friend. It's true.
Exactly.
That's an adorable story.
Exactly.
Now, for folks that can't see, and if you're just listening and not watching, these are diamond-shaped edible candies. Now, these are how many milligrams per gummy?
So
it's 100 milligrams per bottle. So you break it down per gummy. You can do the math. You folks know how to do that. Yes. Now, medicating responsibly is always a theme on this show, but I'm going to go ahead and eat one whole one to the face because I love these so much already. Now, I'm going to pass them over. Let's do it. Can't taste tree right out the rip. You don't really taste. It's got a great flavor. And you guys have 4 different flavors. So the blue one, which one is this?
That one's the indica one, so that's a great flavor. And like you said, it took a lot of tries to get it to not have that aftertaste that a lot of edibles have because I'm super picky. I love gummies. I love candy. So I had to make sure that these tasted amazing and, they're great medicated gummies.
So Saint's about to put some diamonds in his mouth. He's always wanted a grill. But
I got you. Don't trip.
I mean, speaking of grills and edibles and stuff like this, I just think that the creativity that's been brought out in people because of the inability to use regular candy shapes is fucking amazing. And they say different trials and different things will make you think outside the box. And you guys really did. You guys went outside the box. You didn't come with some edible gummy that looks like kid-friendly. This is a diamond.
Yes.
That's a legit shape. Now, are you guys use your own molds? Because, I mean, you're not in there shaping and cutting these, right?
Oh, no.
Well, I better slow down, not eat 3
use
in a
a
row.
mold for that for sure.
Yeah.
Now, what gave you the idea for Diamond?
Well, she loves diamonds, bro. You know what I mean? Anything sparkly and, like you said, it's a girl's best friend.
Now, you have confectionery glitter on this. Edible confection glitter.
Correct.
What a great touch. You could have just left it at the diamond shape, but whose idea was that?
It was my idea. I mean, I want it to look, I love art, I love diamonds, and I wanted them to look just, like something amazing. And diamonds are meant to sparkle, so that was like a must.
And this edible is definitely sparkling. I'm digging this. I got some pineapple drink. I got some of this.
I'm about to pass you this backwood.
Hey,
too.
Saint, take the blunt and pass it my way. That thing's going to go for 40 minutes as big as that thing is. So, speaking of big things, the black market's blown up. The medical market's blown up. The recreational market's starting to take off now. Where do you guys see yourself landing? Is it going to be in the medical side of things? You guys see yourself going to MJ BizCon and trying to get investors? What's the future hold for Diamond Bites?
Right. Well,
no wrong answer. I love black market. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, I definitely do want to make it something legal because eventually I think a lot of things are going to be like that. And with this product, I plan to take it all over the world if possible. The CBD ones especially are going to other countries for to do charities and just share them with people who might need CBD for whatever medical reason. So, I mean, I'm trying to take the best way possible to make it a product that, is completely legal, people can trust it, just something that's of quality.
So to that point, I'll ask you guys the gauntlet questions. These are pretty simple. You guys source your own ingredients? Are you gardening your own? Do you use distillate? How are you doing this?
Well, yeah, we source it. We source everything out, but basically, like, everything is all organic, bro. Like, every item that we use for our product, like, we would test it ourselves. We're not going out here on Craigslist looking for somebody that got trim or anything like that. You know what I mean? So
you know where your tree comes from.
We know.
You know respectable growers.
Yeah, we know the growers.
And that's a big thing about being able to draw the line for the consumer to the actual clean product.
Right.
And that's what we call it, farm to table cannabis, because we like to see the people that can actually take the product and bring it to the table. And that's what you guys have done. You created a really nice, unique product. And I'm going to go out and say this one's Hydroponic Chef approved.
Awesome.
Definitely official, Diamond Bites.
Thank
and,
you.
you know, we appreciate you guys coming here and getting us all split. Now, where can people find your products? The CBD ones, I imagine, your bio? Just click the link in the bio?
Yeah, you can purchase them on our website. And also, we have Church's Life in Fullerton that carries them. And we have a few other deliveries that you can get them from.
So if you're looking for a gift and you're looking for a girl like style gift, these are great for someone that's just getting into medicating. If the CBD product is right up their line, I mean, hit the DM for them, hit the web link in their bio, and the CBD product's shippable, right?
Yes.
I don't know. I should ask.
I mean, yeah, we're. You could
I look over to
CBD
Chris
all
because
over the
I
place.
know Chris knows a lot about this subject.
Yeah, no, definitely.
All right, so you can get CBD in the gummy form. Give that to someone for a gift, and that, I mean, if CBD gummy doesn't say "I love you," then I don't know what else
Right?
does.
That's caring about your health.
Chris, way to go, bro. I mean, I respect that shit. You guys brought a great product to the market, and you guys got a great story behind it too. Now, what about delivery services? You guys have any of those available?
We have a few delivery services that carry our product.
You don't have to throw anyone out there. I totally understand. This is fucking internet radio. It's okay. No one listens to us anyway, huh, Chris?
That's why you can say whatever you want.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck the competition. Die slow, motherfucker. Hope your nutrients make all your plants don't grow. Saint remembers that one. That was a throwback to a classic. Back when I used to be scared to talk on the radio. Now you can't shut me up. Like Chris when I start talking about compliance.
I know, man. Keep it coming.
That's it.
That's something good to know about, though, especially now.
And then when it comes to the source of your ingredients, are you using? It's obviously not flour. Is it distillate? Is it
Actually,
shatter?
it is flour.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Well, besides the CBD,
obviously,
all of our THC is flour, and we infuse it in coconut oil.
Dude, you guys really hit it out of the park. That shit checks all the boxes, as some of my hippie friends say. It's the taste isn't really there. The fucking shape is on point, and it looked great. So appreciate you guys, and we look forward to hoping you guys get on the legal market. We got to take a break real quick, pay a bill. We're going to come back with more from Chris from WebJoint. We're going to have a review of the Hydro Sesh, and we got a new product from General Hydroponics called Ripen. DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis, 562-653-0707. Win a magical butter machine.
For me, haters wanna eat now, you're never getting lunch from me. Get off my tailcoat, get off addiction. Team full of mean niggas, team green like it's Listerine. Don't cross the squad, man, we get them off, man. We on the front court shooting, you just a ball fan. I'm on the top back, y'all do it all bad. Grind on the regular, tell competitors all bad. Test the team, homie, watch you fall flat. Don't want the fame, but the change, I need all that. Hustlers get your guap up, rappers get your props up. Cause sky is the limit and we got heaven on lockup. Back down to earth, street swerving down Atlantic. Long Beach riding to death, we straight smashing. This is for my family, this is for the masses. This ADX anthem in case anyone asks me. Oh, taking this shit head on. And the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who won it with these shots up, boys. We say hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. I ain't crying for my life, for my life. And niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we say hustling.
Hey, I rep my team, rep my city, and rep my scene. I'm down for mine, on the grind all the time, like overtime. I ride to the death, can't do it like this, so don't try to step. Can't move it like this, so don't try to test. Got shotters on the side of me, right in my left, cause we do it so swift, we do it so sick, and we ain't gonna stop. We got money to get, we got honeys to flip, got the streets on lockdown, so why would we stop now? We holding the spot down. Down with diesel Hennessy, a bad bitch next to me. 80X human going down up in history. Do it to the death of me, so ain't nothing left of me. Dumping off the weaponry, hold it down for centuries.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
Bonafide hustler, stay up in the street, grinding all day and all night so we can eat. Roll up on your homies like niggas, stick 'em up. Now bags in the stash in the back of the truck. Pounds of the diesel, throw it in the air. Tipping Hennessy for my niggas who ain't here. Back on my feet after shedding a few tears. Give me 2 years, stacked up with a few mil. Niggas locked up, but the homies still here. Rapping ADX fresh in the full gear. Killing the recession, pumping on the chop. Teddy Brock shot, killing blue clocks. Haters got no idea you ain't ready. It'll be a sad song if you niggas test me. Them niggas tryna send 100 cops to come get me. Gibbo sprayed a couple shots and told them bitches come catch me.
Taking this shit head on. In the streets till 6 in the morning. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Tell me who wanted with these shots up, boys. We stay hustling. Catch me in the booth to the night. Streets holding tight. Grind for my life, for my life. Niggas don't want no ruckus. Bring the bullshit and we'll be dumping. Boy, we stay hustling.
DFZRadio.com.
What up, people? It's your girl, Justina Valentine, and I'm rocking out with the Saint 562. Let's go. Word.
Hi, and welcome to Non-Specific Hydro.
Yeah, hey, I have a buddy of mine that was telling me about a great additive.
Okay, do you remember the name?
Yeah, his name's Steve. He's a good buddy.
No, the product.
No, he told me it was a super concentrated organic enhancer. Comes in a yellow bottle.
Well, it sounds like he's talking about Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics.
I don't think that was the name, but he also told me it was a vegan bioplant stimulator that contained vitamins, plant sugars, amino acids, seaweed extract.
Yeah, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
I don't think that's it, man. He told me it was something like Dora Vicious Flush or something, and he said it was like an organic supplement that could also be used in vegging or flowering, and that was compatible with hydro, soil, and cocoa.
Yes, that would be General Hydroponics Floralicious Plus.
Oh, hey, man. I just remembered what it's called. It's Floralicious Plus.
Oh, good. I was drawing a blank.
Floralicious Plus from General Hydroponics. Ask for it by name.
DFZRadio.com.
We are back, Farm to Table Cannabis on DFZ Radio. I am the hydroponic chef, hanging out with Chris from Web Joint. And we've got Chris and Tiffany from Diamond Bites. Chris are wild tonight.
A lot of Chris in the building.
A lot of Chris.
I like how you're all rocking the Web Joint hat that I brought.
That's it. We had to throw the Web Joint hat on, keeping it official. So call in now, 562-653-0707. We got a magical butter machine to give away. And we got a new product out from General Hydroponics. Here's our product pitch session. Go ahead and hit the fucking music, Saint. He's hitting that big 4-gram blunt still 45 minutes later. All right. So General Hydroponics, Ripen. This product has 3 years of research and development behind it. This product right here is going to help increase your resin, your oils, and it's also going to help boost your weight. This product is to be used the last 2 weeks of bloom and is great for hydro, soil, and all recirculating systems. Ripen, General Hydroponics, your trusted partner in the hydro game. Hydro Chef approved. Yeah.
Wow,
I'm a walking pitch man. So let me know when you guys want me to do the diamond commercial or the Web Joint commercial.
For sure. We're
You
going to
guys
have
can
to
get
get
in.
that done.
So, I mean, you guys are walking into this world right now at a crazy time in the cannabis industry. You came out with a great product. you need backers, you need investment. You need to get out to MJ BizCon and find some people and get your shit on the market and everywhere. I think it definitely has got a place in the cannabis world. Now, Chris, you're well versed on what people have to do to get into this industry. You know brands well. What do you think of the branding, and what tips can you add to them to take it to the next level?
One thing that's for sure that's definitely changed, unfortunately, with the new regulations is before you can take brands that didn't have a license were partnering with manufacturers that did, and then having a white label deal with them.
So being able to work out in someone's kitchen.
Exactly, having their product manufactured at a licensed facility, therefore it's licensed product, and then having just some sort of deal with them where I don't know how they were structured, but I know that people were doing that. But unfortunately, with the new regulations, they said that brands can no longer have do those white label deals. So
that's going to make it a little bit more complicated.
It's going to make
for
it
brands
more complicated, yeah.
Getting off the ground, because you kind of almost have to make the decision on, are you willing to sell your brand right out the rip to get into this industry?
Exactly.
So
consolidation is going to be much quicker.
A lot of but what do they say? Don't sell your soul till you till you hit MJ BizCon.
yeah, definitely go to MJ Biz.
So I'm feeling lit already. I don't know if it's that blunt or those 30 milligram diamonds.
Right. You tried one of the 30 milligrams yet? Because this is a 30 milligram.
This is the 30?
Yeah, you had the 10, I believe.
Oh, all right. Let's ruin my night.
Yeah, you're gonna be super hot.
What flavor are we doing here?
That's green apple.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the fuck it is.
Nice.
So if you don't want to be too high, don't eat the whole thing. I'm just letting you know now.
Thanks for the heads up. Now, what's the 4 flavors you guys got?
So that one's our collab with Mr. H. And that one's green apple. It's a hybrid. And then we have the CBD one, which is the pineapple flavor. Our sativa one, which is the blue one, is strawberry. And then our indica one is purple, and that one is grape.
Can we get a CBD one for Uncle Mo to try?
Of course.
All right, so everybody, I just want to introduce a special guest. Uncle Mo's in the building now. Uncle Emo. So you got a show going on now. What night's your show on?
Go ahead and pull that mic down.
No, he's familiar in the studio. He grabbed that mic quick like it was a fucking knife.
How y'all doing tonight, everybody? What's up?
What's that?
It's all good. Yeah, my show's called The Reverend Herb Show. All about marijuana, all about cannabis.
So we're gonna get you on some of these CBD gummies, and we're gonna get your opinion and see if they're Uncle Emo approved.
Sure as hell, yeah. Good taste too.
Thank you.
That's it. It's approved. So you can catch his show. What night is that?
Every Thursday night at 6 o'clock.
Right.
Right here on DFZ Radio.
We got a soundbite out of it too. Yeah, we're honored to have such a talent on this network. We're honored to have such honorable guests too. I'm staying faded. These gummies, I can barely stop eating them.
I know, that's the hard part.
Why you just give me the CBD one?
I just didn't want to ruin your night without your permission. You try this one first.
Fuck me up. Fuck me up.
It's not gonna ruin your night. It's gonna make your night.
Give him that green one.
Give him the green one.
That green one.
Yeah, it ain't Thursday. He ain't got a show to do right now.
I do it during my show. Bring it. Come on down. Get on the show one day, man. Shit,
yeah.
So, compliance, Chris. What the fuck is happening now with all the laws changing? If they pulled this shit on any other industry, they would revolt. If you tried to make the beef industry follow these regulations, they would. If you try
alcohol,
you try to pull us in. How is it that this is happening to the cannabis industry? And do you think now that Jeff Sessions is gone, will it get better?
I think now that Jeff Sessions is gone, it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be necessarily better because it's been going in the direction that it would have been going. I just think that the feeling that people had with him, having that position will be gone because now that he is gone, because he didn't really he might have scared some people, scared some money away when it comes to investors and whatnot. But I mean,
this is a movement. You can't stop the train.
Yeah, exactly.
God power.
So. When it comes to MJ BizCon, what can they expect out of your guys' booth?
So we got a 10 by 20. It's a pretty big, nice backlit booth. We have so we're going to be doing some demos scheduled like every hour and a half. Our director of sales, Daltrey, will be leading that off. So and I'm gonna be walking the floor. I'll be at the booth. We have a nice little couch that you can come kick it at. So come hang out with us.
Yeah, get some consultations, get your compliance questions answered, and so if you're entering the game in California and you're not using WebJoint, you need to be stepping up your software game and get your WebJoint on. And Mo, what you smoking on?
This is some Harvest Moon from Emerald Valley up there in Humboldt.
That smell rank. I
Yeah,
like
we
that.
about to get
That don't suck.
Yeah, it smells really good.
So Diamond Bites. What's the next event you guys gonna be at?
We actually haven't planned out our next event, which is kind of crazy, but we are making appearances and then working on things like patient appreciation days, the more places we get Diamond Bites into and whatnot.
There we go. All right.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Some people out here are making this stuff and they're not really doing it right.
Right.
Yeah.
Spraying them and shit.
Exactly, man. Exactly. And so many people are so confused. They don't know what's real no more. How do you tell what's real? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Oh, you can only tell when you eat it. You know what I'm saying?
You can taste the quality.
Like, that's basically all it is.
Because some folks will get the same molds they use at the fucking gummy factory,
Right.
and
they'll just spray them up.
Yeah, ours is it's infused, so it's not sprayed or coated.
A lot of the
it's good.
candies now, you just open up a package, and the people have sprayed them, so there's no consistency to the dosage.
Yeah.
Now with your guys' stuff, you got a little bit more of control when you're having a product like this. But really, I think distillate's the future.
Mm-hmm.
It is.
I think that's really what'll take it to the next level, and then you really have control of those flavors and stuff.
How much sugar do they have in them?
How much sugar? Not a whole lot.
We got nutritional calorie intake on the
trying to
back.
read it. It's so small,
Oh,
I
I just
couldn't
did that
see
thing
it.
with my eyes where I tried to zoom in with my fingers. I thought I was on my fucking phone. Shit, I'm fucking high as shit. I just tried to zoom in real life. Holy shit,
That's a feature, bro.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
Hey, I like emo so much I just double tapped him again. I'm so fucking high. Jesus Christ, son of rubber fucking
Thank God
crutch.
for marijuana,
Is this happening
bro.
to me?
Thank God. for
Call in
marijuana.
now, 562-653-0707. The next caller wins a magical butter machine. I'm going to say what's up to Chris, and Tiffany. We got Uncle Emo in the building. 562-653-0707. We're going to put you live on the air, and you win a magical butter machine from our awesome sponsors over there at dfzradio.com.
I'm still in the
You gonna get fucked up.
You're gonna be so fucked up.
Let me explain something to y'all. This is the medicine, man. I live to get fucked up.
Don't hurt nobody. Got them thick legs, got them full lips. Little man, show 'em what you working with. You a bad chick, a real bad chick. The way you throw it out and bring it back quick. I like the way you do it, like the way you move it. Pop it back, drop it fast like there's nothing to it. Rock that swag, she make it clap for me. Don't get mad, she make it dance for me. And that's real talk, ain't nothing fake about it. She let them skills talk, nothing to say about it. Yeah, girl, you know you got it. Jam, girl, shake your body. The way that I talk got you going crazy. The way that you walk got me so anxious. Take it slow, baby, don't waste it. Space age stroll, here's what we blazing. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody. Yeah, girl, work that body. Yeah, girl, work that body. Jam, girl, swerve that body. Don't hurt nobody.
And you're listening to DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Have you ever been interested in gardening with dry fertilizers? Well, you're not the only one, and let me tell you about Vermicrop Organics and their line of organic dry fertilizers. Healthy plants with a simple 4-step process. Step 1. Just measure out a half teaspoon per gallon of soil or 2 cups per 12 square feet of soil surface area. Step 2. Apply evenly to the soil surface. Step 3. Blend into the top layer of soil to avoid caking. Step 4. Water thoroughly. And that's it, simple as that. Great for vegetables, fruits, flowers, potted plants, trees, shrubs, annuals, and perennials. It's Vermicrop Organics VermiVeg 744. Along with the VermiBloom and PK Boost, you will have a complete line of organic nutrients and a garden that will thank you with a great harvest. Looking for an even simpler way? Then check out the Vermiall 666. This game-changing mix is formulated for all stages of growth in the fast-paced garden of champion vegetable and flower growers. And check out the Vermi Bat Guano Fertilizer, and the VermiBlood blood meal fertilizer for feeding oversized, nitrogen-hungry plants. Learn more at vermicrop.com. That's vermicrop.com.
Yo, it's BKJ on Team King, and you listening to DFZ Radio. What?
Yeah, this is Rudy with Cannabis Catered Events, and you're listening to DFC Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis with the Hydroponic Chef.
Hey guys, this is Alice Moon. I'm sending some major love to the Hydroponic Chef. He did an epic job at the High Times Cook-Off, so go follow him. I'm high now. Sending some love, 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 love.
DFCRadio.com.
It's a young production.
We're back, DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis.
Oh wait, that one's empty.
Web joint Chris is in the building. He just hooked Uncle Emo up with an empty box for Christmas and a whole sock of coal.
I've never been so overwhelmed in my life.
So a big thank you to Tiffany and Chris for coming on and doing the Diamond Bites introduction to the DFZ Radio family. We hope to have you guys on again soon. And we hear you're going to be in Vegas next week already.
Yes, sir.
So stop by the after party. We want to get you guys in. We'll introduce you guys to some of these investors, get you guys rubbing elbows with some good people, spread the love, and hopefully get some diamonds on some people, right?
Yeah,
so we got two callers before we sign off with Chris here. Let's take this out of Corona. Erica, you're live on DFZ Radio.
Hello?
Yeah, we got Eric or Erica.
No, this is Edgar.
Edgar? Oh, all right. Well, thanks for calling in, Edgar. Poor Erica. You're probably listening in, wondering what happened. So, Edgar, thanks for calling in Farm to Table Cannabis. All you got to do is ask a question if you got a question, or you might be able to win a magical butter machine.
Yeah. I mean, what's a good amount for a pound of butter to make? I have a high tolerance, I guess, and when I make brownies, they don't really come out and don't get me as high as I want to be.
So maybe it's not the brownies. First of all, maybe it's your tree. But if it's not your tree and you really want to take the effect of your brownies to the next level, think about throwing some lectin in there. And lectin is a ingredient you can get at health food stores. It's going to help be able to transperse the psychoactive effect into your body more effectively, and it'll actually make the high last longer and be more effective. So, that's a good way to do it, and that's a good question, man. So, we're hooking you up every Wednesday night at 5 o'clock on the Farm to Table Cannabis Show, and we're going to make you the grand prize winner tonight. We're going to hook you up with a magical butter machine from DFZ Radio and our good sponsors over at Magical Butter. Shout out to Austin and Chris and Gary and Greg and little Paul with the wooden leg. Everyone out there is awesome. Thanks so much to our sponsors.
No more mess for me, man. Every time I make butter, I try to squeeze every little bit I can out, and I was getting all over my hands and my kitchen and everywhere. So right on, man. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Hell yeah. We're honored that you call in, and we're going to take one more call. All you got to do is send your information to us at DFZ Radio or on the Hydroponic Chef Instagram. Just go ahead and shoot the DM, your Instagram for your address, and we'll get it sent out. Thanks to Magical Butter for hooking you up.
Right on. Thank you, guys.
Hell yeah. All right. We got Mark from Bueno Park calling in. Mark, you're live on Farm to Table Cannabis. What's good?
Chilling. How are you guys?
We're good, man. You were you watching online or on the Instagram?
On the app.
On the app?
DFZ app.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you had a question. You can win a prize tonight for one of our awesome guests, or you can answer a question. What do you want to do? Ask one or answer one?
Well, I had a question for the heavy tea, but yeah, I'd love to ask you guys a question.
Why? What time is it? 6 o'clock? Oh, no. It's the Hydro Chef takeover until Heavy Tea gets to the studio.
Hell yeah.
Fuck, yeah. So go ahead, ask your grow question. We got your back like a car seat.
Yeah, I just had a question about like a new 5x10 setup, just how you guys would go about setting it up.
All right, so, if I was setting up a brand new, what size tent did you say?
5x10? Like 5x10.
There we go. Maybe slap a couple of those LEC lights in there because those LECs don't give off as much heat, and you're going to be able to get away with less power consumption also. So I would start off with lighting because lighting is one of the most important factors. And then what are you used to growing in, hydro or soil?
Hydro right now, cocoa.
Well, then let's keep you in cocoa because you're familiar with it, and maybe set up a drip setup. If this was my dream scenario for you when I was consulting, I would get you in a drip setup using a couple of those irrigation setups. You can get some of those octobubblers, or you can get some of those Galcon drips. Those work great. And then some cocoa. A good cocoa is like Botanicare cocoa, Mother Earth cocoa, Slam and cocoa products. I got Chris is over there shaking his head. Sounds like he's been gardening before. And then also, for the nutrient regimen, that's like one of the other important things, too. You know, you got to have your environmental control, your nutrients, and your lighting on point. So for your environmental control, maybe think about slapping some CO2 in there on a regulator from Titan Controls. And then last but not least, let's get some nutrients in there for you. I'm going to hook you up today for calling in with some Ripen from General Hydroponics. This would be the final product you need in the last of your formula. This is a late bloom booster. It's got all the phosphorus, potassium you need to help initiate the ripening in your plant. It's also got additional micronutrients that will increase resin production and help increase some weight. So Ripen from General Hydroponics, a brand new product, just came out.
Hell yeah,
You ain't got to do nothing but pay attention tonight. So call in. You won. Now hit us up in the DM, give us your address, and we'll send you out this Ripen from General Hydroponics.
Fuck yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks for calling in, Farm to Table Cannabis on DFC
Congratulations.
Radio. All right, so it's a full house tonight now. Jerome just walked in. Duffman's here. We got Duncan from Henkelman. They're about to go live on DFC Radio on the app. So we're going to sign off. Tiffany, Chris, anybody you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to God. Shout out to you guys for having us.
Shout out to my mama.
Yeah, shout out to the fans.
So you can check them out at Diamond Bites on Instagram. And then, Chris, man, I'll see you in a week. We're going to be throwing it down in Las Vegas.
I need one of those keys. How do I get a key?
You're officially invited to the Hawthorne after party. We're going to get you a golden key USB to plug into your computer and read all your extra WebJoint software, so we know all your tips and tricks how to stay compliant.
Can I get multiple keys for some of the team?
Well, we got you in. You're up to 12 people, bro. You throw it down.
Okay.
Whoa,
Don't bring 12 dudes though, or it's gonna look weird.
Hello.
Hell yeah! Shout out to WebJoint. We're so grateful to have you guys on, helping to teach people how to stay compliant, up to regulations, and how to organize their cannabis dispensary and their budding cannabis business. Anyone you want to give a shout out to, Mr. WebJoint, Chris?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to you guys for having me again, and shout out to the team in LA. I love you guys.
Fuck yeah. DFZ Radio, Farm to Table Cannabis, hooking you up every Wednesday night with the top edible brands, the top cannabis software brands, and the top growing brands in the industry. Farm to Table, DFC Radio, we out.
So high, roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Roll up that hydro make me feel fine. Cook up that hydro